If you want to make a really clean montage, like Clix for example, then well, this is a step-by-step guide on how to do just that. I'll give you some general tips on how to improve your montage, and also I'll go into my editing software and show you exactly how I did it. And by the way, it doesn't matter what software you use, it still works for every single one of them. So let's jump into this. So here we go. These are the biggest mistakes people do when making their montage, which makes people click off instantly. And of course also some quick tips. So first of course is the music. When you're choosing music, make sure it has some drops that you can sync to. You want some hard hitting drops that your music can be synced to your clips. That's a pretty obvious one. Every good montage is synced to the music. It just makes it much more cleaner. And by the way, I'll tell you how to sync those clips really easily in a second. If you want to find a good song, well, what you could do is a bunch of things. So first, you can look up free montage music on YouTube and look for a non-copyrighted song. Or you could just go to your favorite montage YouTuber and we'll just copy their songs from there, because most likely they're not copyrighted. So the next thing is ranking your clips. And the way Clix's editor does it is he ranks clips from best to worst, and you can simply do that by just going into your clips and just simply renaming them. So just put 1 or something for best and then just rank them from best to worst. Of course, still make sure they're good. The worst clip should not be bad at all. And by the way, I saw the folder that Clix sent to Numby and it was around 47 clips I counted. So he used 47 clips to make a 2.5 minute montage. So yes, you are gonna need a bunch of clips if you actually want to do this. And by the way, if you don't have those clips, there's plenty of clips out there on the internet that you can practice with. So just look up free Fortnite montage clips and you should find a bunch of them. And for the length, I would do around 2 to 3 minutes. If it's longer, people would not watch that long, and if it's shorter, well, YouTube might not recommend your montage as much since it has a lower view duration. Okay, now listen up. Please, whatever you do, do not add too many crazy effects in your montage. Now yes, I get it, people have different styles. Because for example, 12 Hour does really crazy montages with some crazy effects. I mean, just take a look at this. Right, looks pretty sick, definitely takes a lot of time to do this, but he knows what he's doing. I see so many people trying to be like him but end up doing this. Just take a look at this. Why? What does that do? Or even something like this just kills the montage entirely. Take a look. It's so bad, dude. It gives your viewers seizures. Literally, like what? Just whatever you do, don't add these unnecessary crazy effects. It completely ruins your montage. Now, talking about ruining your montages, what also makes it so bad and people click off instantly is someone screeching in the background. Or even if it's yourself. Listen, if you or your teammate have a squeaky voice and once you kill someone or once someone gets killed and they start screaming, just please cut that out and add fake sound effects. You can always just edit in fake pump sounds. Trust me, no one wants to hear you or your teammates screaming. Now don't get me wrong, if it's a really good reaction, so something like this. Oh my God! So that was a good example of a good reaction. It's okay to add those, but really bad ones, just mute the audio and add fake sound, please. Okay, and last thing before we hop into the actual editing software and show you how to do this step by step is try to stay away from creative clips. Now some people might disagree with this, which is fine, but seeing creative clips is not impressive at all. Of course, few clips here and there are completely fine, but most of the clips should be in-game clips. Especially stuff like this, it's just so sad to see. Like, this is not impressive, I'm sorry. If I see that happening, I'm clicking off instantly. So again, Clix for example has around 4:1 or 5:1 ratio of in-game clips and creative clips. So for every 4 or 5 in-game clips, there's 1 creative clip. Most of your clips should come from the real game. But okay, now let's apply all of these tricks that I gave you into the actual edits, and I'll show you how to do it step by step the easiest way. So here we go. But first, take a second and drop a like. It helps more than you think. So I made this 20-second montage so I can have an example and show you how to do this.
Oh yeah, oh boy, shit, bang. Hey, blacked out, pulling up and everybody act out. Ops out, gas out, run up on me, get whacked out. Push on, hot shit. Niggas sleeping on me, tell them watch this. Jumping on stage in the mosh pits. Bitch nigga run up your profits.
So here, let's take a look at how I did it. By the way, Numby, which is again Clix's editor, uses Sony Vegas, which is not a free software. I use DaVinci Resolve, which is free. So if you're looking for a software, well, DaVinci Resolve might be for you. It's completely free to use. Not sponsored or anything, of course, but just a suggestion. So here we go. First thing is, of course, putting your song in. So for me, I'm gonna use Blacked Out. The first thing you want to do is find a drop, so aka syncing the music.
Blacked out.
Alright, right there, that was good. Here we go, that's a good spot. I'm just gonna place a marker over here. Then you want to drag your clip into the software. Then after doing that, find the frame where you eliminated your opponent. So I'm gonna go through, and here we go. You can use arrow keys, and boom, here's the shot. So I'm gonna stop right here, cut it, and cut everything behind it. Okay, so what I have left is, well, the kill itself. Beautiful. So then you're gonna take your clip and drag it to the marker that you made. So that elimination should be on the drop. Beautiful. Then you're just gonna drag this clip to wherever you want it to start. So I'll just do right here, and it's okay to cut this part of the song out, because if you listen, see, it still sounds like the start of the song, so it's completely fine if you make it sound natural. So if you want to, you could fade in both the song and the clip itself. So now one of the most important things is adding velocity to the clip. And velocity is basically the part where the clip speeds up and slows down, which you see in basically all of the pro montages. So to start off, again, you're gonna go to your first shot, which is the place that you mark. And in DaVinci Resolve, it's gonna say real-time controls. In Premiere, I know it says velocity. So whatever it is in your software, just click that. Then you're gonna add a point right here on your elimination, or I mean your first shot, and then you want 2 more speed points, so it would be 3 in total. The part where it speeds up, slows down a little, and then goes slow motion. Honestly, it doesn't matter how many frames you go back, just do it where it looks good. That's exactly what Numby does. He doesn't have a specific amount of frames he goes back. So I'm gonna add speed points somewhere here. Sounds about right. I can always move it if I want to. And then right after, another speed point. Just like that, we got 3 now. So now listen up. The first speed point should be 300%, the second one 150%, and the third one 60%, unless the elimination is the winning game elimination, which, well, it's exactly that in this case. So if you win the game right after, as you know, the game slows down by itself. So what you want to do, instead of 60%, make it 120% instead. So it's gonna look something like this. First, of course, it's normal speed. Then right here, make it 300. I can't really make custom speed points, so I'll make 200. But if you can make it 300, that would work well. Then this will be 150, and then 120 or just 100. Honestly, it doesn't really matter since the game slows down by itself again. So here we go. It's gonna look something like this. See how it's sped up right where I shot? That's what you're looking for. Okay, so we got the velocity down. Now let's move on to the effects. So the first effect we're going to be using is the whoosh effect. It's probably the easiest thing to add, but it does a lot. So the whoosh itself sounds like this. And when you put it in the montage, it sounds something like this. So you don't really notice it, but trust me, it does add an effect in your montage. It takes only 1 second and it's totally worth it. And for the placement, you want the peak of that whoosh sound to be on the elimination. Okay, now for the visual effects. So the first thing is the shake effect. So again, on your marker, you're gonna split the video so these two are separated. Then you go to effects and look up camera shake. Boom, just drop that in there. Of course, it is gonna be different on each software, but it should be the same idea. Shouldn't be too complicated to figure this out. So now for the actual shake, you're gonna want to focus on the y-axis shaking more than the x-axis. So for me, in DaVinci Resolve, the pan amplitude is the x-axis and the tilt amplitude is the y-axis. So we're gonna turn down the pan amplitude just a little bit, and the tilt amplitude is gonna go up. So like, let's say 0.5 or 0.6, doesn't really matter. Also, this PTR speed should go down. Actually, I'm gonna turn it down to 0.45. Alright, that's good. So here, it looks like this now. Very nice. You could add motion blur if you want to. I think it looks clean with it, but it's up to you. Also, Numby adds flickers, but I don't have that. So what I do instead is just add a glow to it. And you can change the color of the glow if you want to. So pink is pretty popular. You could use that if you feel like it. Of course, adjust the brightness as you want to. It's all up to you. And here we go. Take a look.
Oh yeah.
Nothing too crazy, but it's super simple to do and it looks pretty clean. So then I did go a little crazy and added this.
Blacked out. out.
I just did this at the start to catch the viewer's attention. You don't have to do this throughout the whole montage, but doing something unique as this at the start might catch the viewer's attention. And for that, well, you just simply add text and turn the saturation down to 0. Pretty simple stuff. But now, okay, how do you transition from one clip to another? Well, this is how you do it. Nambi uses his own preset, but it does cost $30 if you actually want to buy it. So I'm broke, that's not happening. So what you could do for free is this. First, you're gonna cut your first clip at a spot with a little sound effect in the song. So something like this.
Blacked out, pulling blacked out.
Boom, just like that. Then can you find a drop in the sound where your second elimination is gonna be. So again, listen.
Ops out.
That's a pretty good spot right there.
Out.
Beautiful. So again, find the elimination. Boom, right here, and bring it to the beat.
Ops out. Gas.
Very nice. Okay, so for the transition, there should be a spot with all the video transitions in your software, and pick a few out. Just don't do anything crazy like this, for example. Like, what is that? These just don't look good. So just do something clean like this. Doesn't look bad, not too crazy, and you have a transition for yourself. And you just keep repeating the same process over and over and over again. But to not make it boring and make your audience watch the whole thing, of course you want some unique things within the montage. So for example, I did this thing right here.
Get whacked out.
So see how I shot 3 times and synced that to the beat as well. And well, to do that, you do the same thing as all the other clips. Just see where you shot your opponent, sync it to the beat, and do that 3 times over. Or however many times you want, as long as it goes well with the music. And you can do a little reverse thing.
Watch this. Jumping off stage in a mosh pit.
Again, it's all really playing around the music itself. So if you listen,
Watch this.
It went really well with the reverse thing. Okay, wait, we're almost done. I got just 2 more things to give you. So first is the snipes. You want to treat the snipes differently than all the other eliminations. So as you know, snipers or bows are not a hit scan, which means it takes time for the bullet to travel. So you want to completely eliminate that travel time. So that's what I did in this clip. See how I shoot and it instantly kills him? Well, that's again because of velocity. When the bullet is traveling, you want to turn up the velocity a lot. I'll do like 400 or 300%. Then of course after that, slow down as always. So now last thing, this is how you make your reactions look absolutely amazing. Okay, so take a look at this. This is from Clix's montage.
Oh my god!
So if you didn't notice, his reaction continued until the next clip. Let's listen to it one more time.
Oh my god!
See that? So that allows the momentum of the montage to keep going, but if you have a good reaction, you can still include it in the montage itself. So to do this, you simply take the audio, drag it down here, and just simply extend it to the other clip, just like that. And you will have that nice flow going. And now the last thing you can do to your montages is drop a like on this video. No, for real, do it, please, drop a like. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. By the way, for every person using code AutoClick, I will do 1 push-up, okay? So keep that in mind. If you use code AutoClick, I will literally do a push-up for you at the end of the month, and I will make a video about it. So go ahead, use code AutoClick in the item shop right now. Just do it. And here's the montage again. Enjoy.
Oh yeah, oh what shit, bang.
Hey, blacked out, pulling up and everybody act out. Ops out, gas out, run up on me, get whacked out. Hot shit, niggas sleeping on me, tell them watch this. Jumping off stage in a mosh pit. Bitch nigga run up your profits.